Right, so on top of the fact that there's an increasing amount of fluoride in the public water supply, there's also high potential that there's an additional poison that's being slipped in based on your digital profile being held by fusion centers that encompass the NSA, the fire department, the police department, the health department, the hospitals, anything. Your Google search history, your Facebook history, your Instagram history, your TikTok information, your Uber Eats information is all in there. Okay, so uh, on top of the fact that if you're ordering food through Uber Eats or delivery service, there's a high chance someone's, either eating your food or slipping something in. And we got a little visitor here. Um, I was gonna mention there's an RV. Yeah, I was gonna mention the fact that uh, a yellow Hummer 2 also paid me a visit during this. The reason why I'm making this video, and I should mention the yellow Hummer a few more times. But anyways, so anywhere you go, this could be Circle K, this could be a place to eat, fast food, or even high dollar 4-star, 5-star hotel, or just super reputable restaurant. Any place that has a potable fluid serving station, most likely uh, deep state government already has their grimy hands on it, and when they see you, either via camera or uh, or physical person is there surveillancing you, watching you make the moves, they make sure they know when you walk up and you get exactly what's in your drink that you're supposed to get. Isn't that messed up? So whatever you think you're getting as a drink is not, it's not just that. It's that, but it's also something else. And I know this for a fact because I've dealt with this for, it's easily been over 10 years of dealing with this now. I've known it for a fact and been hardcore trying to figure out what's going on for over 5 years. And so today I'm at Arby's. It does the thing where I'm filling up my water and it like goes into trickle mode, and I'm like, okay, so they're putting something in my water, or they're trying to buy time for someone to sneak up on me and just be like, oh hey, you're in my way, or I was waiting on you to get out of the way, or whatever. Like, you were alone when you started, and now you're not alone when you turn back around. Whatever that feeling is, they try to supply that feeling no matter what on any task that you thought you're gonna do alone. They make sure that you always have somebody showing up, in the middle of it, or right when you go to finish, someone's gonna show up and just make it to where you don't get anything by yourself. So I'm filling my water up. It does the trickle thing. There's people standing around. I'm not trying to do this with everybody standing around anyways. I was hard pressed to do it at that time to begin with. I go and sit down, wait 20 minutes, come back around, and I'm like, all right, so I'm going to dump the water out. And like, I even checked it before and it still did it to me. So I'm checking it again. I'm like, all right, it's doing full flow. So I stick my cup in and it gives me full flow. It fills right up. I don't have to wait. I'm done in 2 seconds. Nice and easy. Whatever. So I'm like, well, shit, good thing I fixed it then. Right as that happens, a ambulance cruises right by with sirens. They practically flick the sirens on just to drive in front of my Arby's and then flick them off as soon as they've driven past. And after I'm done doing my water, I give it a couple minutes. I fill my actual drink up with Coke. And as I'm doing that, or right before I go do that, I notice that the yellow Hummer drives by. I'm like, uh-oh, so what are they doing? And I notice, oh, they go to this Dunkin' Donuts. I'm like, oh, so you're just getting donuts, huh? I'm like, all right, so let's test this out, actually. I'm going to get a drink. I go fill my drink up, and I'm like, oh, well, It's probably gonna try and wait to drive over me on my way back. So I'm just gonna go real quick and see what happens. You know, like whatever errand you just ran, you're gonna have to go right back. You can't take your time and wait. You know, and pretend like you were just over here the same amount of time as me. Whatever you're doing, you're gonna have to wrap it up and go back because I'm going back now. And so I get my drink, grab my stuff, head back. Sure enough, before I can get back to my spot, the yellow Hummer's trying to run me over in the middle of the street, you know. Uh, so, uh, the yellow Hummer thing, anytime I try and get food, there's a yellow Hummer that shows up. Whether I got money or not, if I'm even think about food and like go park in the parking lot of wherever I think I'm gonna get food, even though I know or don't know if I have money or not, a Hummer of yellow color will show up and just drive right up to me and then maybe leave right away if I don't have money. But if I'm getting food, it will hang out and get food with me. Or a fire truck will show up if the yellow Hummer doesn't show up. So if you're if you're wondering what I'm talking about, this is targeting on a low profile level. And they will do all this stuff to high profile targets, but it doesn't get quite as nasty. They don't bring up it's not as high a frequency as it is with me. Like they probably do everything I'm talking about to high profile targets, but they don't turn the frequency up on the silly stuff like yellow vehicles and ambulances and sirens. All that stuff, like they turn the dial all the way up on that stuff when they want the target to know that they have been murdered, that they've lost their free will ability, they no longer have a level playing field as far as anything in life is concerned. My existence is just it's completely different from what it means to be a regular human being. Like when you're a target, they completely strip your life of any functionality and breathability. You don't get to breathe. They're, run sirens on you. Someone was honking horns during my other videos. An RV showed up for the beginning of this one. Like, that RV is sketchy and tries to show up on me at very weird times. So, just peculiar stuff. Anyways, more videos to come. Thanks for watching. 2 on. Your boy.